Howdy, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all doing okay. So, one of the things I want to talk about is this crazy used car market that we're in. I was in the car business and the retail side of things for 3 years, and it was not for me. I saw different vehicles go through a phase where, oh, well, this is the new one, so they're real hot, and, they didn't depreciate much when they were used, low mile examples. And then, the market gets flooded, they come down and they start, the pricing on them behaves like other vehicles that aren't necessarily the new ones. One of the ones that happened with while I was when I was in the dealership was the Ford Fusion and the Ford Escape. Both of those had complete redesigns done on them while I was at the dealership. So, we've got the first used Fusion or the first used Escape in. Sure, they're a little under sticker. So, hey, you got someone that just can't quite stomach that price or that payment. We got a used one in. They may not get their color, but they'll get their price. That was kind of the justification for it. And once the market got flooded with those cars, they didn't hold their value as well, and they depreciated more in line with industry average. Well, I'm glad that I haven't had to buy a car, in the past year and a half. I bought my Mustang right before this used car market did what it's doing. And it has come down a little bit. The new market's still insane. Dealers are marking up their vehicles insane amounts. And Ford actually put a stop to it on the new big Broncos that are coming out. And that's part of why some of these are at dealerships, is people went in and ordered them. They said, well, your sticker price is going to be this. And they didn't get enough things in writing and signed that said, hey, you're going to buy it at sticker, you're going to buy it 500 under sticker, you're going to buy it whatever. And so they get in and the dealers, marking this vehicle up. 3,000 is the cheapest I've seen that they're marking these cars up. And Ford's put a stop to it. So it's eventually someone will be left holding the hot potato when everything comes crashing down. So I will say that I wish that I could have bought I wish I would have had the money to have bought a bunch of $10,000 cars back in late 2019 to mid 2020, held on to them till this year, basically. Just, drive a different car to work every day and, have a fleet of 10 cars sitting in the driveway if I could afford to keep them. Drive a different car to work every day. That'd keep the miles low on them and wouldn't get sitting damage. Wouldn't wear anything out on them driving them that little, because I'd be driving the 100 miles and I'd get another car. So I wish I could have done that, because I could have made a killing on it. But on the flip side, I would not want to buy a car right now and then end up stuck. I remember back in 2008, 2009, 2010, one of the jobs that I had, I've always been cutting grass, and so I'd end up in all these subdivisions. And one of the craziest things to me was when the housing market crashed. Okay, I gotta back up. One of the things you can get on a car is called GAP protection, guaranteed asset protection. So, okay, I'll use myself as an example. My current vehicle has been in service for a little over 3 years and has 107,000 miles on it. No, a little over 3 years, yeah. So I'm way above industry average on miles. I drive a crap ton of miles, and my car's as of pre-pandemic prices, my car depreciated way faster than I was paying it off. So it's not worth the payoff. If I get in an accident without GAP insurance, I have to pay whatever that difference was, and it got ridiculous how much money that was. With GAP insurance, if I run into the back of someone, my car gets paid off no matter what it's worth versus the payoff. They don't have that on houses. That's what caused the housing market crash and a lot of the issues with people just being, walking away after foreclosure. And you'd see these $500,000-$600,000 houses out where I live just sitting empty. The market will crash on this. That's what I got.